day. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Strength Classroom, showing you a max effort cluster workout for the incline. It literally just hit me in the shower yesterday morning. I'm like, you know what? I've been doing such close grip pressing for so long. Let me go with pinkies on the rings. And I will say this is probably something I need to get stronger. The sticking point felt different, but I was able to get through the sticking point easier. I just feel like I'm neglecting. I wouldn't even call this wide. Yes, it's wider than my thumb away from the smooth grip, but I wouldn't say this is like excessively wide. Is this the widest I would ever grip for a pressing exercise? Yes. People might look at this and think it felt rough on my shoulders. It really didn't. When you're able to set an upper back shelf, it's not going to hurt your shoulders. It's not going to affect them in any way. Now, that again, this was one workout. Maybe if you do it too many times and you come up with like a repetition strain, then, things can happen. But overall, that felt pleasant on my shoulders. It didn't feel any type of weird. Then my main assistance exercise, pressing-wise, is these one-arm dumbbell presses. I was looking at this monster on Instagram that does these for like 150 pounds. And I was looking at some techniques that he was using. As you can see, I'm slightly tilting the dumbbell towards my body. And I find that helped a lot. And then even the angle I have my arm at is completely different. The technique for this is completely different than a barbell press. And I feel like that's why, I don't want to say I'm weak on these, but that's why they just feel clunky. And I feel it's because I was trying to use the same technique as I would on a barbell press. And I felt those a lot in my front and lateral heads, which I'm not going to feel it in my rear head. Oh, what a silly sentence that was. But I felt good activation in the muscles I was trying to hit, and that is always the goal. Then my main pulling exercise for the day, barbell rows, 225, doing them anywhere from sets of 10 to 20 reps. I believe I got, it's ironic and weird. The sets, my first set with no straps, actually felt easier than my sets with straps. And that just doesn't compute to me. Maybe it was because it was my first set, I don't know. But I'm going to start doing these higher rep barbell rows. I might switch back and forth, like I might do like 2 heavy sets, then 2 light sets. But I want to be able to row 225 dead from the floor for about 20 reps. I feel like that's a good goal to have. Then the rolling tricep extensions. If you have adjustable dumbbells that are like this, where you're able to actually rest the weight on your shoulders, it's a huge plus because you're able to get a huge stretch at the elbow and really work those tendons that are responsible for straightening out your arm. And it just helps strengthen the elbow joint in general. So if you could fold them onto your front delt, that's probably the best way to perform them. And then I bounced back and forth with pullovers, and I wanted to do high reps with them. And I also wanted to use the smaller plates just so I wasn't touching the floor, so I can get constant tension throughout. That's not why I used the smaller plates, but it just ended up being a bonus and a benefit. Really what I wanted to do was just lighter weight high reps. This is a great exercise. If you're not doing this in your routine at least a little bit of the year, you're kind of missing out on some back gains, some shoulder mobility, some overhead mobility. It's a great exercise in general. And then I stumbled upon, I can't remember his name, I still have it bookmarked. It's this guy, all he does is use kettlebells. Any help you need with kettlebells to strengthen any part of your body, this dude's the man. I honestly can't remember his name. I'll plug him in a future video. But this is like a Lou raise variation where you don't come all the way down with straight arms. So you're getting a little bit of an isometric bicep contraction. And then this really helps. I think I prefer these more than Lou raises. I really do. Give them a shot if you have access to kettlebells. Here's the breakdown of the video, and as always, have a great day, ladies and gentlemen.